Hello, everybody. Instead of doing coffee with a therapist this morning, since we're starting a little late, we are actually doing some vitamin water with the therapist because I'm glad I got to catch you guys today. I was actually at the Volkswagen shop this morning because my car had some factory recalls, and so just got that done out of the way. I was surprised they were still working, but we all practiced social distancing and I'm just grateful I have that off my to-do list because, yeah, sometimes it just kind of sits there for a minute until I'm like, no, really, I should take my car in. So glad I got that done with. But today, what I wanted to talk about was anxiety and the different ways that it shows up for people. I was inspired by a conversation I'd actually had with a client this morning where she's kind of the identified person as the one in her family with anxiety. However, many of her family members actually struggle with anxiety. They just deal with it in different ways and they don't identify it as anxiety. So, for instance, one of her family members, they constantly stay busy. They're super busy and they never let things stop. And so the way that they manage their anxiety is just by keeping extra busy, cleaning, just doing different tasks. I know a lot of people are doing that right now during Corona season to just kind of take their minds off of things, but that's another way that anxiety can manifest. Another way is actually avoidance. So some people who struggle with anxiety, the way they handle it is they avoid any situation that would cause them any of that discomfort or anxiety. And in fact, if somebody kind of forces them to be in a situation where they'd have anxiety, instead of having like a panic attack or reacting in the ways that we typically think of when we think about anxiety, they get angry and they'll get grumpy, they'll get short, and they do what they can to basically say, hey, don't ever put me in these situations because I can't self-soothe during them. So sometimes it looks angry too, but definitely a person who never delves into any sort of emotional topics, or the person that avoids you whenever you're emotional, they may actually have anxiety around complex emotions. And I don't think that people actually connect those dots and realize that avoiders, people that get easily upset, and being constantly productive or busy, which is glamorized in our society, can actually be a sign of underlying anxiety. So anyway, that is my little tidbit for the day. I hope you guys are staying well and healthy and hydrated. I will talk with you tomorrow, hopefully in the morning, and I will see you then.